Damn. All right. So transcendentalism. Oh my god, dude. I can't stand transcendentalism.
It just gets really boring.
I'm sure there are some listeners out there that really enjoy transcendentalism and like what it, and kind of in tandem with the romantics what they were doing at the time. But my first question was, yeah, I mean, if we just get into it, like, is Whitman part of the transcendentalist movement?
I mean, he's certainly an outgrowth of it. I
Yeah.
think, isn't that sort of like what he took after? Like, I think that that's very much what, oh, yep, there it is. It was Emerson.
Okay.
The wonderful gift, the most extraordinary piece of wit and wisdom that America has yet contributed. That's what Emerson said. Um, yeah, I mean, I think that that's sort of the new tradition of the moment that he's trying to sort of follow in.
Yeah, and that kind of follows. It was kind of like a branch off of the romantics, would you say?
I know so little about the transcendental movement and elected to skip over as much of it as possible
Yeah,
in
me
my
too.
education because it didn't speak to me.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too,
so
dude.
bored by it.
Every time I
And
was
now I
forced to,
recall why.
yeah, dude, every time I was forced to read like Walden's Pond, uh,
I never read it.
yeah, same, dude. I would just skip it in school and be like, oh, it's not important.
We are all one, is what I got from it all.
Yeah, but yeah, as long as you kind of know that, okay, that's the framework, he's kind of in this. And the Transcendentalists, the reason I always group them into romantics, one, because I guess the periods were kind of happening simultaneously. If Romanticism obviously was much earlier, but uh, it lasted a while, and then Transcendentalism got like, I don't know, it's almost like the more extreme of romantic kind of
It's
beliefs or ethos or ether, whatever the fuck it exists in.
I just always thought of it as like more American, I guess, or like distinctly American somehow.
Yeah, and I think,
I mean, I think it's born in America. I think that um it was like a New England thing.
yeah, and that's something we should keep in mind too as we read old books like this. Uh, Transcendentalism might have been like the first like real American literary movement, or at least like the most like the biggest, and like before that we were basically just kind of following the British lead, I guess, right? So like all those kind of British romantics and stuff. America, I mean, very young country compared to a lot of others. So at this time, it was even younger than it is now. And it was just kind of like, okay, these are like the first like American poets, like strictly American, right?
Yeah, and philosophers and,
Right.
you know,
So there's a reason they hold him up as like a forefather. That movement, in particularly, was like one of the first very American. Like, these are American writers, and these are American poems, and things like that.
well, what came right before the Transcendentalists? Was that like one was like the Puritan.
I have no idea, dude.
So that was England 1500s. Yeah, I don't know shit about history, I guess.